I think this is where there's a line between just great dancing and artistry. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jeff. So in this video, we're going to check out 10's birthday dance practice, which came out a day after I uploaded the music video reaction. I was like, oh my god. I could have put it in the same video, like literally. And I don't even edit right away. Like I film it and then I take a day and then I start editing. Like before I would film and then edit right away. It's just like not something that I like doing anymore. So I usually take a break, a breather before I start editing. And also like if I edit a lot of videos, sometimes I break it up. Like I edit two and then I edit another two like a different day. I gave them time, but it was just like, it happens all the time. It happens all the time. It just makes me look bad because some people don't realize it that, you know, I uploaded it at a certain day, like before the dance practice came out, and some people are just like, why didn't you react to the dance practice too? And I'm like, please look at the date when it was uploaded. It was before the dance practice came out. A lot of requests for this. Let's get to it. It's so delicate. I already love the intricacy in the movement, and it's just like fucking 10 seconds in, you know? And the dynamics in it already is incredible because like you have these this slowness, and then he goes into like those moves and it's sharp. He really utilizes the beats, where to go ham on it. Like that was so clean. Ah! What the fuck, you're breakdancing now? Wait. What can't he do? I love the floor work. Floor work is always gonna be difficult because, as I mentioned before, there's a lot of gravity on you when you're laying down there. Some people may think that it's easier because, you know, it's kind of like that you're laying down, but no, it's a lot of strength. Your body weight is on the ground. But like this section, like it's almost breakdancing, right? That lower body. For him to even just do that, to lift up your lower body to do that like switcheroo step type of thing, you need to have a lot of strength in your core to hold that up, because it's centering your balance. Otherwise, you won't be able to execute it that cleanly. And then obviously this spin, same idea, you know, like your upper body's doing the heavy lifting, like literally, so that his lower body can do that spin. And he also does this trick too. I don't know if you guys caught it. I didn't catch it until now. That swipe, that there's a shift in the body there from like your full body, and then it shifts to the lower body so that he can pushes himself up and then do that swipe. So it's kind of like doing push-ups with just one hand. That's how much strength you need to be able to do that. Even if it's just like, even if you're doing push-ups on your knees, doing one hand, it's still quite difficult. You need to be very strong to be able to do that. And it's quick too, that swipe. And the intricateness of like swiping and then going here so that he can roll over. That will initiate. So that whole sequence is just like mind-blowing. And the fact that he was able to just like really like do that spin quite straight, because in certain cases you may be able to do that straightly, but it may be just a little, you might be able to do that spin, but it may just be a little bit crooked to the side, which a lot of people will forgive you for. If you were to do like, especially in, for example, b-boy, when you do like those spins and stuff, it does sometimes kind of like go like this, slants a bit, but he did it quite straight, which is amazing. And then that drop is slowly. Boom, right? Like having the control to go slowly on that, it takes a lot of control. Because you're doing all these fast movements and then suddenly you have to hold and like fall gracefully. That's actually one of the hardest things to do in dance, to do like huge movements and then like breathe and just slowly control your movements. That's very difficult because, physics wise, when the harder you go, the harder you need to stop. It's like braking, right? It's like, how do you go really, like with driving, how do you go really fast and then suddenly just like slows down? Like the amount of control you need to be able to do that flawlessly is you need to be a great driver. A lot of people will drive fast and then like the brake is like either abrupt or like they can't brake, all these things. It's the same idea as like belting. If you keep belting really high, belt, and then go soft on your last note, that's also very difficult. It requires a lot of control. What? Why are there so many tricks to this? That's like, it has that feeling of the getup. How can I say that? Like the break dancers, like when they're laying down and then when they push themselves and then the feet goes up like that. That's the same idea here. It's the same intention, but of course he doesn't fully get up. He kind of just like goes like this and goes back down. That's cool. The pointed toes, he's not forgetting. He's just showing off now. I love it. So I feel like he was able to do these tricks and he learned these tricks and then he was like, how can I just put it in all in one choreography? Let's just do that. The spin. Oh my god, that's beautiful. Boom. Ba. Again, control. Because of the switch, he really needs to dig in that leg so that it's stable. He needs to establish that and then spin and then like not wobble. So I get why there's a cut there. Like from here, boom, back to this, right? Like tonight's your birthday. Beautiful. Woohoo! There's a lot of control, like the lifts and stuff. Nice. His musicality is insane because he's catching all those beats within the music, and that's where he emphasizes certain moves. Woohoo! That's like voguing. I love how low he goes on here. Bam. Right? Very emotional. Let's make tonight your birthday. Ah, this part. Isolation. Hey. I wanna be in so deep, baby. Floating like we deep inside an ocean. It's like lyrical hip hop. Nice, beautiful. I love that part. Ah! I'm talking with my hands. Oh baby, here is my confession. Woohoo! Let's make tonight your birthday. It's such a great sequence. It's a great use of the mirror and props. Like I think this is where there's a line between just great dancing and artistry. Hear me out. Great dancing can be artistry, of course, 100%. But when you incorporate certain things like the mirror, the lighting, it's all your creativity flowing. And what is creativity? It's artistry. So when you mix it with dance, it just allows for this world to be created and for us audience to be brought into that world. It's one thing to be watching a great dancer dance, but for them to bring us into their world and for us to feel all the emotions and the grandness. We're not catching how difficult the choreography is anymore. We're just like in touch with their emotion when they're dancing, and that's what he showed here. Like look at like his emotion in his lines, right? It's not just lyrical dancing. It's like he's saying something through his movements. And like kudos to Baddeley and to him, of course, to Tan for wanting to do these kind of routines, because I don't know how much restrictions there are in terms of uploading, but there's a lot of great dancers in K-pop who don't really take advantage of social media. And as we know, like Tan does a lot of those posts, you know, like Mark just uploaded one recently. I get, you know, sometimes it's a private thing, you know, it's just like practice to them. But if you look at it from a performer's perspective, like a lot of performers would want to show off something. But I don't know about how the clearing stages is for K-pop idols. Like, is there a screening process, basically? So what I'm getting at is that I feel like throughout the many years that Tan has uploaded just, you know, practices with Battle E, I feel like all of those things influenced this choreography, the type of choreography he wants to do and he wants to show us. So without those dance practice videos and like Instagram videos, I don't think he would have came to this conclusion, because he would have not have tried it, and he would have not had known what he likes and doesn't like. So it's life. It's life teaching in one go, right? We experience things in life and we start to realize what we like and what we don't like. So same thing in his dance journey, you know? He realized what he can do well, which are the tricks, and then he's like, okay, I can put that in my choreography because I can do it well. Would he have put that type of choreography in this single, in this title track, if he hadn't known in the past that he can do those moves, those tricks, right? I still love that part. It's like angel wings, you know? A sequence. Wow, let's spin. Ah. That's agile. Woo! That bend. This flexibility. Right? Like, how do you even think of those details? Woo-hoo-hoo. Where the hell do you get your energy from? That whole sequence. Boom. Before we get to here, this spin here. That part, like he spun and then jumped up. Like the amount of leg strength you need for that is in, excuse me, hello, Ten Lee. And a lot of footwork there too, that like, I don't even know where the fuck that came from. There's that like, boop boop, that footwork there. I'm just tired of him. He's too good. Look at the, actually, this is a good time to point out the knee pads. Hello, I've talked about knee pads ever since. And I've talked about my distaste for knee work. So knee pads is a great way to survive a choreography like this. Because then you're able to push pressure on your knees and without the risk of bruising or like hurting yourself. Especially this has a lot of floor work and a lot of knees touching the floor, those kind of choreographies. Hey. Woo! Yes, that synth, that part, I wish there was a domino effect there, some sort of windmill domino effect. I feel like that would have been great to see. Beautiful, bam. The imagery, he's really taking advantage of his dancers. Woo! That fucking line, very contemporary. That part, look at this shape. Incredible. And it's like, it's so contemporary. He's mixed a lot of styles in this, and we know that he can do a lot of contemporary, but like with this one, he's really showing off the certain moves that are like engraved in contemporary, like this, the backwards thing, you know, like his line is even better than some of the dancers. He's got partner work in there.
Let's make tonight your birthday.
I bet that he's glad that he was able to do this choreography for this song. And thank you, SM, for having an SMP floor, because we're able to see these kind of performances. And I feel like for a lot of them, the dance practice type of videos is really their safety net, because they can show off their best. Because on stage, there's a lot of things that can happen. It may not be your best because it's a live recording, blah, blah, all those things. There's a lot of things that can go wrong, but even though you're fully prepared, but like in the dance practice room, you have the control. That's why these things are very, very important to me. And it's a great way to see what they're fully capable of and how they intend for us to see the dance, right? Do we really have to say it? Like, Tan's a monster of a dancer. Like, I think everybody should know that by now. His versatility is insane, and he just keeps growing, which is so nice to see. Because in the industry right now, there's a lot of great dancers, but it's kind of like, how do you separate yourself apart from that? How do you go from a great dancer to being a full-blown artist, right? I mean, he's established that ever since Hit the Stage, but like, that's also like a scary thing to do. Like, you know, you've established all these great things so early on in your career, even before you debuted. So how do you go from there? What can you show your audience, your growth and your artistry even further? And he's like, okay, I'm gonna learn some tricks and like fully put more maturity to my dance moves. He's in the right direction, you know? So kudos Tan, if you're watching this. Kudos to you, great dancing. Bow down, bitches. All right, thank you guys so much for watching with me today. I hope that you enjoyed it, and if you did, do like and subscribe. And if you do subscribe, make sure you tick that notification bell so you don't miss any content from me. And if you'd like to get to know more about me, do check out my Instagram and Twitter down below.